linebacker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Pulls it in, it's Ives. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll try it over the left side. Got a little grass. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Rush is on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure him, pressure him.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. To the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He might want another play. Carr. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man down the middle. No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. 4th down, Carr. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside. It's Mobley. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Graham. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down. Playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on 1st down.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, certainly. It puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The run inside. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. From the gun on third down, Carr. Got his man. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The offense changing the play. Throwing, Carr. Stepping to the right. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun, third down, here's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short, it'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Sweep. Ready, go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. They'll try to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Calandria. There's the pressure. And they got it. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Oh, better look out! They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Breaks a tackle and he might go. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Back to pass, it's Carr. The throw. Snagged out of the air. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He's now up to 71 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Quarterback making adjustments. Carr. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure coming. He gets away. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Ducks looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Got room to work. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hebert. Steps away. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move, it's Mobley. Finding some room. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little.
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Running inside. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. A little release to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Now from inside the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The run inside. It's Mobley. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football on this drive. That was really impressive watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like, this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in this second half. Like, early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
Number 35, set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Heads out to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half, but lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There's some room. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick spin on the ride. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But
he caught it!
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible... diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal this week.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Catch in the middle, it's Mobley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Rides to the back. Crosses to 45. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Calandria. The sure hands, it's Nelson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout, trying to get the football back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
And the Huskers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Hebert. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. He's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Throwing, Carr. He's taking the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Missouri State Bears and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bears headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get. Here, make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will go to work first. Mario Craver, every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Reed. Under fire. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. There's a crease. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Owens. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. I can't imagine. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he'll step into the end zone. Doing it himself again. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Reed. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll ride the hot hand. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And the Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Owens. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Reed. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the catch, and he's free. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Reed to the air again. Looking for the score. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the... We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Reed to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back to throw. It's Reed. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on 2nd down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Reed. Here's a heat. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Running inside, it's Owens. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Tight end now in motion. Play fake, Marcel Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late as a result.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep...
Could be an alley. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. Texas A&M going quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard-hitting tackle.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Finally brought down, but what? So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can... Oh, he's got some space! He now has 84 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Runs it in. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Play action with Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Baylor Bears called their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You can practice.
In the Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensifies the resolve to bring home the apples. Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Play action with Williams. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Shakes a man and he might take off. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The option, he'll keep it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Play fake, Williams. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The throw to the outside is complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And a misconnection on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He threw for 6 touchdowns in their victory last time out. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They're going to run it to the right. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. You've got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They boot it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets away from one. He's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a third and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you can tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled in. Made it look easy with those big hands.
Maybe. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Washington State going back to work on first down. This time he wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams...
Caught, and he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. And they They've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Just ran over it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Rush is on him. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Cougars line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Williams. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Williams will pass. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution at him moving forward.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams on the play fake. Under fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had... There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Looking for a crease to the left. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Huskies. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter.
Number 99, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air on second down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Still might have a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hauls it in. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And he added the extra point. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this bow down to Washington. torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a give to Washington. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Voorhees. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Washington State, 13.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Clemens. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes, but good job by the defense too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Here's the pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Cougars! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Play action with Williams. Quickly complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. He'll pull it on the read. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams. Over the middle, it's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Give to Washington again. And he's knocked down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Williams from the gun on third down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Running inside, it's Carr. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Williams got a man. It's Carr. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Using the quick game. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? The offense has a chance. Down 1 possession in the 4th. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Washington State lines up quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get it to the marker. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Williams. Moving away from pressure. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good.
Washington 34, Washington State 20.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This time on target. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it down, working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.